I'm making a Metroidvania. It's very early days and we don't have too much in art or stories, but we're building up the basics. Here's a quick recap of everything we've done so far. The very first thing that we did was put together some smooth movement. You absolutely need good movement in these games. It's not even a question when your competition is games like Hollow Knight and Silksong. Jump, double jump, dash, wall climb, you name it, we've got it. Next, we need enemies. You need to have a wide variety of different kinds of enemies scattered around the map to make traversal challenging and engaging. Enemies that make you stop and question your strategy for getting to your destination. And what's your destination? A massive boss with multiple phases, probably. We've made 3 so far: a security drone that charges you, shoots missiles and spawns smaller enemies, a worm-faced guy that flies around the room, stopping occasionally to shoot massive laser from his face, and gets really mad when you do damage to him. And finally, we have this poor walrus. Experiment number 094SR, a research project gone wrong. He escaped and killed all the people who have mistreated him, and now he won't let you past. And what do you find on your way to these boss rooms? You find secrets. And what are those secrets? Upgrades to your energy and upgrades to your health that will help you fight those bosses. Next, we added money. When you defeat enemies, you get a nice little reward. Now, what do you do with said money? Well, you need a place to spend it, which is why our next step is to set up a shop. But to buy stuff, you need an inventory, which we just finished setting up. It's pretty basic, but it should do the job for now. Anyway, let's get to work on setting up this shop. I'm making a Metro. Oh, I'm muted too, oh my god. What a cluster. Hello? Holy production value. Yes. Thank you. I can't remember who it was in the chat. Someone in the comments said I should do a recap so that people know what's going on. And so I put that together. I'm gonna improve it though, because I think I did that really quickly. I think we can make it a little bit more fun. But I'm glad you guys like it. Putting those editing skills to the test. How's the audio levels? Yep, I think they're good. All right, so now we actually have to make the shop. The challenge. I actually don't know, like, I want to look at some like shops. Like, what do shops look like? I think in Silksong, it just like, it moves the camera to the side, right? Like, how should I lay this out? Since AI does my job, I kind of enjoy other people writing code the old school manual way. Hell yeah. I am doing it that way because I don't think it would be a very entertaining stream. I'm Google shopping. I don't want to be in Google shopping. I don't think it would be a very entertaining stream if I was just getting AI to do it for me. Yeah, so if I look at like what it looks like in Silksong, it's just like, it's a little panel over to the side. Like, we could do this. We have the ability to manipulate the camera this way. We could do that. But then obviously there's other options. Castlevania? I've been playing that lately. SOTN shop. I'm interested in this. Like, I mean, it's still, yeah, opens up and then you just have a list above with some stats and stuff. Ours isn't going to be like this because I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in the shop. That's the other thing. Should probably have a plan for this. But we do want to have the ability to do that. Okay, so because like originally I was like, I want to have a full screen that shifts over. So this is the ooh, where am I? This is the machine here that you go up to buy stuff from. It's called the replicator. It's essentially like a little 3D printer. Whereas let's get like a better look at this. Gun upgrades? Possibly, yeah, right? Because it is actually, I was thinking about it, it's like really not that hard because of the way the character is animated. The arm that shoots is entirely separate from the rest of the character. So like in theory, changing that is not that hard because we just need to set up a new sprite sheet for it. Not that challenging. We just need all the different it doesn't even do anything. It's just like all the directions. So you could have like a different looking arm as long as it's the same color theme. I think it would be okay. Change the shape or something like that to let people know that it's different. So we've got this guy here. We will sort of walk up to this and the interact icon shows up. So if I play the prompt here, you have a little prompt here to say that you need to press up. I'm not 100% sold on the colors, but that's what we've got right now. Now, yeah, so what I was thinking, I've got replicator screens, replicator. I had this screen ready because it's like a CRT, right? So this front bit here was meant to be like an up close version of this with the LCD, well, not the LCD, but the CRT with this like green text effect, and I don't know. So I was thinking, pending Fenner, welcome to the stream. How's it going? So like I'm not 100% sold on this idea because it's like, it's very full screen. Whereas if we just move the camera to like the left or right, and then like bring up a panel, we could still make it like green screen, like not green, black and green, like the old school, like computers. But how's Australia land? It's hot. It's summer. Yeah, so like I think like let's just put this aside for now and just like make something that works. And then let's worry about how it looks and like how it's gonna move afterwards. So it's a user interface. And that's the other thing as well. Oh, there's a lot to consider here. Like how this is actually gonna mix in with the rest of the user interfaces, because I've got a growing issue in the game state, which is I've got a lot of menus that show up depending on what you press. Like obviously the debug menus, they not need to be present in the game, but they are there, and then you have the in-game menu. And so like I'm sort of facing this issue of like, do I keep adding to this, or do I have a system where I can pass it a new menu and it would be displayed rather than continuously like having a massive list of different ones? Because that's kind of annoying. So yeah, that's something we'll have to address in the near future. But for now, we need to create a menu. I think I'm going to go with like the Silksong kind of thing for now, because it's easier. So that'll get us in the game way faster if we just have a little panel up on the side where you can buy something. So it seems to me like, can I get closer to this? No, I can't. You can never do that, eh? You go right click, open image, new tab. Like you have the item, the cost, and the name, the description, and any, well, that's different. But yeah, realistically, like these two bits here is all I need, and then I can have this up and running. I think I need to put my glasses on. Guys, I'm getting so old. I can't see the screen, it's too far away. All right, so let's add that. I mean, if it's just a, yeah, okay, well, we'll start full screen. I'm having a crisis. Just call it a shop. Okay, so it's always a HBox container, or it could be a flow container. Honestly, there's not a lot of difference between them. And you just put this like on the left and right. I guess the question is, does it show up on the left or the right? And how do you decide that depending on where you are in the world? It might make more sense to put it in a different location. Either way, do like a panel down the side. And then what we said, we have the items, which would just be like literally a VBox. Maybe depending on which side of the NPC you're on. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that would be influencing it, but we'd probably need to do that within the actual machine. Like we need to like have the machine figure out where you're standing and then send like that information to this, which we can't do. Okay, so we've got the VBox, which would just be like the item list. And then the other side is like the information panel. So this will just be, it's probably another VBox because we'll have name and description. So that's probably what it'll be. And I'm going to be a UI pro by the end of this. Description list. And then, okay, so what we need is a script because we got to populate all of this. Inherits control, that's fine. So actually this is going to be in scripts. Menus. Just add one because I don't know how many scripts there's going to be. Shop. And create. And also let's save this scene in the menus shop. Shop. Oh, we have one already. Shop 2. What does shop 1 look like? Is that the first one that I opened up? Damn. Oh, it's literally, yeah, I had the exact same idea. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. Delete. Sorry, shop 1. I probably did that off stream. Kill. Don't save. Rip. Okay. So. We are. If I had to think about like what else is going on here, it's nothing. It's just the list of items. So this is pretty easy. It is gonna be a dictionary, right? So we have an export bar dictionary. shop items. I'm just gonna call it dictionary. Shop items, dictionary. And it'll be actually an inventory item and a quantity. Which is an integer. Why is it? Could not find type int in the current scope. Oh, is that lowercase? Yeah. And so now we can come into the shop. Yeah, we're gonna have to, this will need to be a part of the actual replicator object because every shop is gonna have different items on it, right? So if I go, I think it's called Fiend Soda. Let's like say like you can buy a soda from this. It's got all the information like the name, the icon, and the description. There will also be a large icon at some point, I think. I actually don't know. I just added that in because I assumed I would need it, but just because of the way, because it's a pixel art game and I can upscale easily, I haven't needed it, but we'll see. I'll keep that variable there for now. And then you can have like the quantity in the shop. If you wanted to have like an unlimited quantity, or is that the cost? So if this is like the cost, it costs 5. Actually, that makes more sense. I wonder if I could have like an optional limit. Oh, well, I'll think about that later. Let's just get this working. So yeah, you've got your key, which is the item, and then the cost. And yeah, we'll have to use that to populate the item list. And what does that look like? I missed the last 2 streams. Any TLDR? So we added money, and then if you've got money, you need something to buy. And so it's like, we have to set up items to buy. And if you have items, you need an inventory. So you sort of just like go all the way back to this idea, like generally, not 100% of the time, but in like these Castlevania style games or Metroidvania style games, you do have like the ability to spend money, and it's normally like items that help you along the way, things that alter your status, or like tools that you can use. Like, it doesn't have to be like super deep, but it does need to exist within the genre. I mean, you don't need to. Like, Metroid doesn't have a shop, and it's fine without it. But I think I want one. I think it makes a lot of sense in the world. Like, we are in like this sci-fi kind of facility. Kind of like it's almost like a 2D version of Prey 2017, and not without the aliens. There's not going to be, well, but you know, it's not in a space station, but like it's the same kind of vibe. It's like you're just wandering around a research facility. You come to this thing, which is a 3D printer, and it can give you stuff that helps you, like an energy drink. I don't know why that didn't stick. I didn't actually add it. Okay, so we only have 2 items that exist in the game. We've got Fiend Soda, and we've got, oh, actually there's 3 items. There's the battery pack. Let's just make that 10. And then there's the Reliquify, which is an item that is actually pretty useless. I haven't actually set up the using of the items yet. So that's the next step. So once we set up the ability to buy items and change our inventory and store that information, we'll start to look at how we can actually affect our player. And like, so say something like the Fiend Soda, the energy drink, what we want this to do is probably make the player move quicker. So it's like an item that can make you run faster or shoot faster, whichever it is. Like, you can have it affect that kind of stuff. Battery pack, I want this to recharge your energy. And then Reliquify is just going to send you back to your last save point without any cost. But at the moment, there is no cost when you die. There's no penalty to death in the game at the moment. So the idea that without any cost, but it will send you back to your last save point. So that could be good if you're exploring and you don't want to walk back. So yeah, we've got 3 items that you can buy at the moment. Nothing's final, but we just needed something. So let's say we've got 3 items and we want them to exist in this item list. You're probably going to have like a panel, right? And it's going to have a text direct for the image and probably like a label somewhere in with that. Now, so I'm just mocking this up. If I go to the assets, so let's say we've got the text direct here, and then the label of how much it costs. How much did I say this costs? Like 5. We probably don't want it on that. Let's put this in. Is it a V-Box? Maybe a flow container? A vertical flow? They're a little bit more flexible. Not a huge fan. Alignment, wrap, reverse fill. Change it to a vertical V-Box. I love it when you change stuff, it just like stuffs up the scaling. See how this is really small? This is why I need the larger. I probably do need to fill. Keep size. We want fit width proportional probably. There's a way that you can do this. Ignore size. Keep size. No. Fit width. Keep aspect centered. You can have a number on the item inside the inventory that indicates the quantity of your own, the quantity you own of the item. Yes, that would be useful information. How much do I have? There you go. Ignore size. I can't fit width, fit height, keep size. It's the difference between. So if I say keep aspect, keep centered, scale, tile. I would have thought keep centered would like Okay, now it's like not playing with me. Keep aspect centered. Fit height. Okay. Scaling is kind of weird. And then you can go to the constants for the separation, right? And you can like make these a little closer, you know? And then I also want this to be on the other side. Oh, center is fine, actually. Actually, and this is not ×5, this is $5, right? Well, I mean, it's called a credit. So like, I don't know, I'll figure out a different way to display that eventually, but that's kind of like the gist of it, right? And I guess the other question is like, do these have a minimum size, right? Like what's the custom minimum size? This is, looks good to me. It's very small. Like this is the entire screen. This is the other thing that's kind of like a little bit challenging. So the container sizing, no, don't expand. This panel, probably, I'm trying to think, what is the inventory? What size is that? Inventory icon? Does it have an, oh, it's 96 by 96. So I should probably make this pretty similar. Okay, and then the scaling. This should be, there we go. And now the text is really small. Uh, 64? That's way too big. 48? Okay, fine. Oh, it doesn't fit within the panel. That's funny. And then you can shrink that down. Nah, I don't like that. Go fit height and then just change the change the panel. Just like add 16 to this. Like 112 or 112. It's still not quite there. Another 16. That's another 16. What is the size we're gonna end up with? Oh, it's always going to be, the problem is now that I have no issues with that being 144 by 144, but the size of the text or the separation, it doesn't fit on the screen. Because the two together is, this thing is too fat. Fit width. Keep size. Fit width proportional. What's going on? So if I say fit height, it doesn't fit. So like the VBox container expands beyond the bounds, which I really don't like. Like why would it do that? Will you ever create a custom animation with a skeleton modifier 3D? That would be really hard. You know, that would actually be really challenging in Godot. I honestly would recommend against it. You're gonna have like a serious challenge animating fully like arcade skeleton 3D in Godot. I'd love to see it. You know what I mean? Like that sounds like a fun idea. If someone's done that, yeah, I'd be very interested to know. But if I put this in a margin container, interesting. Fair Fight's done it? Damn. Almost missed it again because I was feeding birds for the last half hour. Birds have got to get their feed. Is it wild birds or birds you have? Fair Fight did do like a fully animated one with a skeleton modifier 3D. I missed that. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, it just seems like not worth it. Like the juice ain't worth the squeeze. What's going on? I don't... Why should I change this back to like being a change type to being a flow container? Yeah, okay. The flow container still doesn't really work. The numbers like all messed up. Why is this texture like maybe center instead of filling? Oh, true. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work. Okay, mate. What is this? Fit width proportional, fit height, it just gets shrunk down. Dude, the UI stuff drives me crazy. I cannot choose like the right node. Okay, fill. I have 2 window bird feeders in my bedroom. I also put some food in my living room, mainly to draw the more obnoxious starlings away from my bedroom. Nice. When I lived with my parents, like when I was a kid, like when I was at university, there was a bird that used to hang out at the kitchen window and it would peck the window. We think it was because it was looking at its reflection. Like it was like, what are you doing, mate? Okay, well, okay, now it's just like that size. It's like, okay, I guess that's fine. It's not exactly what I was going for, but. Keep centered, keep aspect centered. Fit width proportional, fit height proportional. The height is the thing that really bothers me. And then this, I guess, is centered. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now, the question is, like, if I increase the size of this thing, like if I times it by 2, does the size of the items inside get bigger? Because like, I'd really ideally like to design a UI that can be flexible with the layout. So like, that's something that I'm always trying to think about. And obviously that didn't happen. So like, what about the margin container? Did it change? This is no longer expanding, which is probably for the best, right? So I've said shrink center, which is the difference. Shrink begin puts it there. Shrink center it just keeps it within the bounds of the items within it. Whereas if I put fill, it'll automatically fill the container. But because the sprite is like a certain kind of size and aspect, it like breaches that. So that fit width proportional is kind of like fit height proportional is kind of an issue. Fit width proportional seems to be fixing the issue. So that's the one I need to choose. Let's pause. So they are wild birds, but I'm slowly domesticating them. Nice. Nice. Have you ever seen a curlew? These birds drive me crazy. These are curlew. These are like they're native to the area and they're a menace to society. They hang out at my work and they'll just be on the road and like refuse to move because they're a little bit territorial and they want to protect their babies. And they're like always cranky. They're always annoyed at you. No matter what you do, they're gonna be like having a go. They're mostly harmless. You had your own chicks, nice. Okay, we have like a little panel. Sounds like a Canadian goose, yeah. It's pretty big, eh? Oh well, I changed the size, didn't I? Okay, that is exactly what I want. So I want to be able to change the size of this, and then obviously below the sprite size is when it gets to a point where it can't get any smaller, which is fine. Okay, margin container. Let's add like a small margin to this, just like 10 pixels or so that it's not. They're known for chasing people. Yeah, okay, yeah, the same thing. Like at a previous place of employment, they used to hang out at the door, and it was just like you couldn't get through the door. It was like, what are you doing? I think any goose is like that. Near children, you're done. There's some goose at a lake down the road from me. I dare not approach. I don't know what kind of goose they are. They'd be, you know, not native. I don't know, actually. Do we have native geese in Australia? Or is it all, are they all imported? Australia has native geese. Okay, never mind. We do. So who knows though? Plus introduced ones. We actually have Canadian geese in Australia. With wood duck, man duck, and also common. Great. I don't know which kind they are. They don't look like any of these ones in the picture. Canadian goose? What does that look like? It doesn't look like that either. They're all white. Who knows? Alright. Okay, so we got this. I actually want to save this because we're going to need to spawn in as many as we need. So save branch as scene, and this can be a shop item. Now, the inventory icon, I do have icon. Right, yes. Okay, so this will need to be pretty similar. Itchy, I need to show my beard. Very similar, because we need to item. We need to set the item. We need to. We're not probably so concerned about what item is. Oh, I suppose we are though, because like, how do you know what's actually being selected? You know. Okay. So something very similar to this. I'm actually going to yoink it and then just change the names. Shop item. Inherits paddle. Shop item. It's not where I want to save it. Shop icon. Shop item icon. Change the name of this. Shop item icon. Item focus selected. We probably will need something like that, so that's fine. We've got icon, label, highlight. What is the label? I want to change the name of the label to be cost. Just so that we're more clear about what actually we're setting. Icon, and then the highlight is whatever. We don't have a highlight, so we can probably delete that. We probably will need one, but for now, oh yeah, actually yes, we can do exactly that. We can add a color rect. This is how I normally do it. It's pretty basic, but it does work. And set this behind. Everything. Actually, it's below the margin container. Oh, no, it's not. It's the wrong kind of color for the label. So I change the text color for that to be black, I guess. Alright. Highlight, color correct. Okay, we're on it. Let's go. Icon, text direct. Let's change this name to be the inventory icon text direct so that it's clear what it is. The cost is this label here. Call this the cost label. Highlight is the highlight correct. Okay, great. So now we've got that. Hide that. We might have to set up some contrasting stuff on that eventually, but let's get this. We got that. Now we set up when we actually initialize this, what we're doing is essentially, is this got a Z? This is spelled wrong, right? Initialize icon. We pass in the inventory item and the quantity. We can just call this the cost. Yes, call it the cost and call this the cost label. Makes sense. Quantity not declared. Right. Okay, so we add the item as the, just the inventory item so we know what is here. We set the texture and we set the cost. We'll change this from an X to a $sign. And yeah, that is really it. So when we open up the shop, we can add these items in, or really in the ready function of the shop, we can add these items in. Probably, actually in the ready function probably makes the most sense, right? Because once we've initialized this, it's fine. The shop's not going to change that often. We don't need to build it live. Plus we know that we have issues with the highlighting if we do that. So, okay. So, we haven't set the cost label. And what we also want to do is set up the signals for focus. Focus entered and exited. It's out again. Or an item selected. We want to say highlight show. And for now, really, they're going to do more with this later. Item unselected. Void highlight dot hide. Okay. Focus entered, item selected. I spelled it wrong. Okay, nice and basic. Just a little thing to let us know that we're actually choosing that. Okay, save. And we've also got this item focus selected. I'm not sure. We'll need a button as well, won't we? To actually initialize the buy. But for now, let's go back to the shop. And we've got a bunch of these, say. Let's just delete this one because it's old. Shop item. And that's in the item list, right? So if we duplicate a bunch of these, that's what it looks like. It's not exactly pretty. Let's add a margin to this as well. So let's drop all of this into a margin container, and that margin container can probably be a left or right anchor, depending on, maybe that's how we can control it. We either do left or right, depending on the position of the player in the shop. But for now, we just want to put a small margin on this. I'm going to be a UX pro by the end of this project, I swear. Let's make it a bit bigger. Whoa, that's too much. You should see my spreadsheets. They're actually terrible. Like, obviously I don't do UI at work, but I do a lot with Excel and giving people Excel spreadsheets and stuff. And mine are atrocious. I'm like, listen, don't worry, it gets the job done. Have to sit down with someone to explain how it works because I'm so bad at making them look good. So we've got all this, and then we just need a description, and this is where we're going to need to pass around what's being selected. So likely there'll need to be a signal from this that gets emitted, which there is a signal, right? Like focus, item focus selected. So like we can emit that to the description list and pass it to the like whatever. So like in here, we might have a couple of labels. We could just put it in like a VBox container, nothing serious. And it'll just be a label for the name of the item. And then the second one will be the description. And this will probably expand. We want this to be a consistent size. Inspector. So we'll likely control all of this. So we say that it's got a horizontal expand. Container sizing expand. That's interesting. You would have thought that oh, it's because the margin container is like just that. Okay. And then if I do that, then this is the entire thing. Interesting. I don't know. Davy's unofficial son, welcome to the chat. How's it going? What have you been up to today or this morning? What have you got planned? I don't know what time of day it is for you. It is 10 to 7 a.m. 6:50 a.m. for me. Okay, so this is just the description. Oh, it's tiny. A solid 247. Nice. Well, I hope your day's been going well. And this, we need some lorem ipsum, which I think I have somewhere. What are we working on? We are working on a shop for our game. So I should just play the stream intro every time someone asks me. No, I would never do that. That'd become obnoxious. We have got like a little, okay, we're making a Metroidvania, which is sort of in the 10:48 p.m. Damn, that's crazy. We're making a Metroidvania, and right now we're working on the inventory and the shop system because we want to be able to walk up to this little 3D printer and buy like an item that might heal you, that might give you a speed boost or something like that. But in order for all of that to work, title screen. It just says Just Make Games, eh? Oh yeah, it's like, okay, what am I working on? And then I just go straight to the Metroidvania. I'm making a Metroidvania. No, yeah, so we're just making a little shop. It works well. I think it depends how often people are asking. It's like in a minute 30. Love the 3D printer idea. Yeah. It's pretty fun. It's like meant to be like, I call it retro sci-fi. So like, just think like all those 80s and 90s sci-fi shows where they still didn't have like the concept of modern technology. Like they're still working with CRTs, but they wanted to create something sci-fi. And that's sort of what I want to try and get. Although obviously it's very small pixel art. So like, you know, how much of that is really communicated across is like a whole other thing. I'm making a Metroidvania. Duke. That's all you need to know. Okay, so we've got the shop item icon. We were looking for the inventory. Inventory. No, not inventory trays. What is it called? In the game state, in the in-game menu, we have the inventory menu, which is spelt incorrectly. So that's funny. Let's fix that. Inventory menu. No wonder I couldn't find it. What's this scene called? It is actually called inventory menu. Inventory. Inventory menu. We're already here. Description label. Oh look, it's all messed up. Why is it like that? Anyway, I'm here for the lorem ipsum. It's meant to look like that. Shop item. Okay, so we've got a cost label. No, we're in the... Okay, I'm lost in the project. Shop. I find it funny when game devs ask what game they're making. Either it's complicated or it's a roguelike turn-based auto battler with 5D quantum tunneling. And cute anime girls or whatever. No, it's... What is the original meme is I'm making an MMORPG with scientific based dragons. Especially cute anime girls. Scientifically based dragons? Is that the meme? That's the original meme, right? Scientifically based dragons. "14 years ago, this is OG Reddit. I love this. I'm a 26-year-old lady who's been developing a science-based 100% dragon MMO for the last 2 years. I'm finally making my beta website and I'm using my 3D work as a base to create 50 plus concept images. Wish me luck, Reddit. You'll be the first to see when it's finished." Dude, what happened to this lady? 9 years ago. They disappeared from the internet. Oh well. That's one for the old heads. Okay, so the text is going crazy. Let's auto wrap word. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's I mean that's a lot of space. We're not going to need that much space. And it's going to get cranky because there's no minimum size auto wrapping. But like I don't understand like it gets cranky and says that auto wrapping must have custom minimum size configured to work correctly inside a container, but it does work correctly inside the container. So like, I don't know. We'll roll with that. I almost knocked my water over. Is there something maybe in the layout that you can do? Container sizing. What if I go, instead of that, we just go, okay, that doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. Prime example of a game I own. A grid-based action roguelike with auto battler inspired synergy systems. Yeah, I guess at some point you lose it. Like it depends if someone knows what that means. Like a grid-based action roguelike, I understand exactly what that is. But auto battler inspired synergy system, you've lost me. I don't know what that is. But I don't play those games, so like maybe if you do know what that means. I definitely don't. Okay, I don't know what the heck. I'm just gonna turn wrapping on. Auto wrap. I have zero idea. I barely have any idea. Okay, fair enough. Auto wrap word. Oh my goodness. Huh? What did I change? Phil. Okay. I don't... How did I solve this for the shop? No, for the menu. I had this exact same problem yesterday or the day before. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's still giving me that error. Node configuration warning. I should probably stop grabbling around and start actually working on crap. But yeah, I say that to myself all the time. Okay, well, we'll roll with that for now. Hello. Follower goal met, 250. Thank you for following. Also, my alerts aren't turned on. I didn't hear the alert go off. But I got the message on the Twitch chat, so thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Davies, Innocent Me, and Ravioli followed me the other day. Okay. Thank you so much for following. And also Innocent Mal, I missed you because apparently I'm not getting alerts, which is fine. I kind of need to, I need to update them anyway because they're kind of gross. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not pretty, but it works. We'll just roll with this for now. What languages do I know? Like programming languages? Obviously GDScript. That's obviously what I'm strongest at. So I'm not a programmer, or I'm not a software developer as a profession. So I don't use programming much in my work. Occasionally I will need to dip into Python to get something done, but because I work in finance, I'm mostly just doing Excel spreadsheets, the odd macro in Excel, but nothing like super serious. Like I don't know VBasic, like I don't know Visual Basic that good. I know Python way better, but you know, the whole thing was like, I started to learn game development because I wanted to learn how to code because I thought it would benefit my career. And I spend way more time just making games now than I do anything else with programming, but I do know how to program. And once upon a time at work as well, I was able to use those skills, but they took that power away from me. Finance bro uses COBOL for sure. No, not like that. I sit around reading lease contracts all day. It's really boring. This should be center, right? Wait, Teach. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Jay. I appreciate it. I want to put this in another margin container so it doesn't like hit the edges. So there's like an actual space. Also, like the text is probably a little bit too small. I don't know. We just need to, let's just actually start. Just make it 32. I'm not much a programmer myself. I know a few lengths, but programming is fun. Yeah, I really like it. It's like way better than anything else. Fonts. I spent a lot of time, when I first got serious about it in 2020, I learned how to use Golang and a bunch of others. I was learning all the programming language because it was COVID and I was only working 4 days a week. Programming is second solid favorite. That's good. When you, hey, at least you know how to track finances when you start your studio. I'm actually shocking. I'm so lazy. I think it's like one of those things where it's like, it's your job. And so like, you never want to do it in real life. I actually have an accounting package set up for like the streaming and the YouTube and the Udemy and stuff like that, because last year I needed to start paying taxes because I was like making, it's not even that much money, but like I was making enough to have to do that. And it's super annoying. And I do it at the end of the year. I don't make enough money to need to track it each month. You know what I mean? I just need to report it. Taxes, yeah, they suck. Gotta love it. Do we just have a separator between them? Separator. It's probably fine. Constant separation. Yep. Okay. Probably a separator between these two. Python, Visual Basic, pretty much always IMO. Python, yeah, wait. They put Python in an Excel now too. I just haven't tested it. I haven't had a need to. I think like a lot of that stuff in Excel, it depends what you do. Like I don't ever have a need to go to that like level in my work. But if I do, at least I have the skills to be able to figure that out. Like there's a lot of people, I think it's a really valuable skill to have because you're going to get a lot further in your analysis of things. Like my biggest example is people will give me, in certain times of the year, they'll give me like 50 different, I can't remember exactly. It was a lot of spreadsheets and they'll be like, you need to like consolidate all of these spreadsheets and create like a thing for me. And it's like, okay, well, I could just copy and paste, right? I could spend all day copying and pasting, but I could use Python with a CSV add-on, I forget which one, and combine them all together in a single script. And so I wrote a script for that a few years ago, and now every year when someone sends me that package, I'm like, yeah, easy. Done in a day. Okay, let's actually start writing some code. Code message for some reason, allow posts. Top view. Oh, wait. I need to go to this guy, and then this is the right way to do it. I click block, warn, timeout, ban, and that'll remove it from the chat thingo. Yeah, sweet as. I supported an application written partially in Visual Basic, and the VB part of it was so annoying to support the C# parts of it. Yeah, it's something. Alex eats CD. My dad unplugged my router. Jesus, that sucks. I like top left. I like it in the top left. Oh, my hair. It's all over the place. I need to get it cut. That's where my opinion came from. For the record, I ironically used Excel a lot to do database manipulation rather than write good SQL. Yeah. Or SQL, as they say. Squirrel. Okay. Your auto mode filter shows up in the top left thing on your stream. Yes, it does, and I don't know how to fix it. Sorry for not saying a thing. Thank you for welcoming me, by the way. Just lurking while doing some work on my own game. Nice, dude. Welcome. Okay. Let's write some code. So that's it. Easy. Okay. So on the ready. Ready? There's all we have to do is go for I in shop items, right? And then we will populate. We need access to the inventory shop item. That's what we're calling it. So we can create that. I don't know about this, right? When it comes to creating lots of the same thing, I need to look this up. So what I do currently is shop item.instantiate. So I instantiate it here, and then here I go new shop item equals shop item.duplicate. Now I don't know what's faster, but this is how I do it. Like, I need to look it up, because you could just like create this variable here. And yeah, it's also preloaded. I don't know, whatever. We'll roll with this. If it works, it works. I mean, they'll both work. It's more just about like what's more efficient. It's probably negligible, honestly. Also, this isn't got a type. Okay, anyway, so what we do is we go new shop item dot item equals, oh, we call the function, don't we? Initialize icon, and then we pass in the item. Oh, I love that I just stole this, eh? So we pass in I, and then we pass in the cost, which will be shop items dot items. Oh no, that is just a dictionary. I. And so that will give you the icons on the left hand side. We have to add them to the tree, right? We do need to get access to item container. And what is it, like a VBox? Item list. Let's change this to item list container. Okay. sweet as itemless container, and we just add them to the scene itemless container dot add child new shop item, and so that'll get them in. What does that look like? Can I just run this? Add child on null value. Okay, I know it. I changed the name of that, and then it like doesn't have that itemless container. That's funny. Oh well, it did add them, but okay. So, as always, we should say that we should create a function to clear what's already there, just for clear shop. And also, like, this is just the ready function. So first of all, clear shop, and then we should also create a function for what we did before. Function populate shop, I guess. We'll go with that. Void, and then we'll just like yoink this and chuck it in here. Okay. So then in the ready function, we can call populate shop. Actually, the order will be clear shop and then populate shop, just so we can make sure that there's not going to be anything like that. I did see that it worked, but yeah. So we can just go, we can say if, or yeah, if itemless container dot is empty. Oh, dot get children. Or is there like a has children? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just return. Do we do an else on this? We can just say for I in itemless container dot get children. Get child count, I guess I could have done. I dot queue free. Queue free dot call deferred probably is best. Okay. So then we can clear shop and then populate shop, and then that should make it so that we don't have like our layout here. And yeah, so that works. That's awesome. And then we've got the description and the label. Okay, it ain't pretty, but it's working, right? So now we just need a way of when we focus these to actually like select them. Something with the shop icon, we need to click it, and for the input or mouse focus, here it is, focus mode all. This is important. So this allows us to actually focus the node, so we can actually click on it and get that signal. So that should change the way that the actual shop works. So let's try that again. Yeah, so now we can click on them, right? Easy. Okay, so now we have that signal. What we do here, we've got a signal for these, which is called shop item focus selected, right? Also, like, have you guys noticed like the way the lighting changes in this room is like it gets more bright, but I get more dark because I don't know, like the camera goes weird. The sun is like fully up now. So if I go, does that? Oh man, I'm getting cooked. Daytime Chaff. Dude, I just blinded myself. Something chronic. Anyway, it does affect the lighting. Like I get darker. I've just noticed that. Like I don't, like it's very dark. And I've got so much lighting on me. It's probably just because of that like cross. Because the light from the window. I don't know, actually. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I wonder how the weather is today. Yeah, it's hot. It was supposed to rain, actually. What the hell? What changed? What's going on? Let's have a look. The weather. Yeah, not in Otranto. That's not even remotely close. Guess the forecast changed. It's not going to rain today. It's going to rain tomorrow, though. Well, that's what they're saying. Don't get yourself hot like that by sunlight again. Dude, my skin is so sensitive to the sun. When I was a kid, like Accutane, I took that for acne because I had really bad cystic acne on not on my face, like on my neck and on my chest. And plus Australia. Yeah, dude. But also Accutane makes your skin like sensitive to ultraviolet, so you get burnt really easily. And I don't know if it's maybe me, but I feel like it never changed. Like I never went back to normal. Not that I was already, like, I'm pretty fair skinned, so like I'm like really susceptible to getting burnt. I can't really spend much time in the sun without like copious amounts of SPF 50. So, but I do like going to the sun. Like I live in Australia, so it's like beach culture. I have to wear the right equipment, otherwise I suffer. Okay, so we've got this signal, right? Item focus selected, right? So we can connect that up to a function in this shot. Oh, okay, lost that. Put it back. Script. I genuinely, like, my eyes are like adjusting back from the brightness that I put into them. Okay, so we got a func item on item selected. Item, which is a inventory item. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to we need the label, right? So we need to get the description list, name label and description label, right? So we need those two variables. So I'll create an export var name, item name label. Also, this is like the chillest Wii music ever. And export var item description label. Put this back on the screen, eh? Okay. So, when this item is selected, we're going to pass this in and we're going to say item item name label. Item name label dot text is equal to item dot name. Also, I've been wondering, is there a way to make 3D UI in Godot? Yeah. I mean, it depends. Do you mean like a UI where the background is 3D, or like buttons that are like in a 3D world? Because you can do it. Like, I've got stuff here. I can show you. It depends what you're talking about, really. Quit the project list. Where is it? Oh, dude, I don't know if it's going to be on this. It might not be on this controller example. Third person shooter, zombie survivor. I don't think it's on this computer. CRT. Yeah, this is ancient stuff. Eldritch Titan. This is an old version. I don't know if it'll... No, this is the what if I... FPS game. Could be it. But it's an old version, so I don't know if it's going to have the thing that I'm thinking of. Yeah, actual 3D buttons. Yeah, you do it with a area 3D. Failed to load. Scanning files. Yeah, so you do it with an area 3D. You have whatever object you want, like a box. Let's just say it's like a 3D mesh, and then you put an area 3D on it, and then you just need to write the interaction stuff yourself, which is like the hard part, right? The first thing that comes to mind is they did Arknight's Enfield. I don't know what that is. Arknight's is really popular though, right? Should send me a screenshot of what you mean. Man, it's taking ages. L computer. Oh, I need to queue up the next stream, eh? While we wait for this. Oh no, I clicked another thing. Schedule stream. Just make games. This is my last stream. No, make games. 12th of February, 5th of February. I guess that's fine. This is my last stream. Why can't I use this one? Reuse settings. And then just go. What will it be? Should I call it Just Make Games again? For the Saturday stream? Or the Friday stream? Whatever stream? I don't know. I can keep doing this. It's pretty easy. Damn. Should I add a trailer? I have to upload it. Okay. So that thing that I played at the start, I can put that as the trailer for the next stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do one between now and Saturday. Obviously, changing to the morning frees up like a lot of time, so I could theoretically do this like 6 days a week. But whether or not I actually do that is a whole other thing. We'll start slow because I don't want to burn out. So while we wait for that, I'm just gonna set up the next stream so that I can direct the stream to it when it ends. Add a redirect. Rating in YouTube is like low-key kind of chopped, you know? Hello, Franchiso. Hope everyone's doing alright. We are doing great. I decided to open up a project to show somebody something, and we're still waiting. Damn. It was a big project. And I never even made any videos about it. I just did it and waited. Also, like, while we wait for that, what do we all think of like the UI? Like, something needs to come up when you walk over something. Like when you walk over to the shop to tell you can interact with it. And I need to design the icon. And I can't really work out like what I want it to be. Like, do I want it to be a little up arrow like this? What color should it be? I don't know. I'm still sort of experimenting. Should it be like a lighter color? Is blue the right color? I don't know. Maybe I should make it red. It needs to contrast with the world. I don't know, man. Importing. Oh no. Dude. Start in grayscale and get the tonal ranges right. Worry about the color later, which may be a formal color indicator, yellow or green. That's a good point. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. XQQQ2, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. We are growing. It's working. It's working. I find this like, sir. Damn, I really shouldn't have opened that. Can I open up a second Godot while I wait for that to do its thing? I found this like, thank you. Let's go back to the 2D. You can have different colors for different objects to interact with. Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back. Loading editor, plug in with our window. Yes. Okay, item name, easy. That's right, what we're doing. Item description label, dot text is equal to item dot short description because we don't have a long description yet. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. Long description. Holy asset importing? Yeah, I guess I underestimated the size of that project. It had like a lot of 3D. It's still going. And because it was old, it needed to re-import everything. Regrets. It might crash like the entire thing. Stream might end early because of that. Okay, so when we select an item, we get that. So what we can do is we can actually, for this, we can go new shop icon, new shop item dot item focus selected dot connect to on item selected, right? So that should do that. And for the clear, what we want to do is, so when we populate the menu, we need to get the first item in the list and select it. So what we can do is we can say get, so first item. Once we've added all the items, first item just is equal to item list container dot get child 0. And then we'll say first item. Oh, so this is a shop item icon. We should specify that. Then we can come down here and we can say dot selected, item selected. So we'll call item selected. And in item selected, we're actually not emitting this signal. So we need to go item selected dot emit, and it emits the item. Okay. Now, that might not work. Sometimes with the ready function, it's a bit sus, but let's give it a run. Yeah, it doesn't work, but oh. Invalid value type string on base null. Okay, so the item doesn't have an item. What? Oh, you know what it is? I haven't actually set the variables. I always forget to do that. I like to use export because it means you can change the variables. You can set the order to run, but yeah, runtime conditions await. Yeah, probably like I need to enter tree, function enter tree. Is that like better to do that? Thanks for the advice. I have been struggling with that. Like things don't work and I'll do like a little. It still didn't do anything, but that's okay. It works. We need a button to say buy, and then that's about it, right? So yeah, we can call when the node enters the scene tree. You know what it is? Okay, I'm an idiot. Number one, this needs to be get child. Go forward. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. Not really. Dot enter dot on tree. Is there like a dot tree entered? So await first item tree entered. And then call first item dot select. Something like that. It's not going to matter. Like, it's not really, well, it will matter because it's not going to be called this when it gets entered into the tree, it's actually going to be not showing. You know what I mean? It's only when you select the shop does this actually show up. So we could probably also have like a signal that gets passed in for this stuff, like when it actually shows. So there's gonna be a keep that actually. On shop show, right? And we will probably like show, and then we'll select the first item, right? Because this is actually going to be on the replicator and show up when you actually approach it. So we need to do that next. Because, well, we need to be able to buy stuff as well. That is the next bit, because like we don't actually know. We need a button. Yeah, we do need a button, don't we? So we've got an HBox container. Under the description list probably is the place I would put it. Like at the bottom here somewhere. Where's my reference sheet? Wait, did that other project open? Still going. Good thing I decided to switch back. Jesus. Yeah, so we need a button. Probably at the bottom of all of this. Add another VBox container, put this inside the VBox container, and then put probably another HBox. All my HBoxes and VBox friends. And then we'll have a button. Right, 2 buttons. And this will be organized, it's going to be center. And these buttons will have text. One will say buy, and the other one will say cancel to like exit out, right? And they're kind of small at the moment. Guess the font will control the size of this. Font size 32, 48. Where'd it go? Lost it. Yeah, that works. Okay, so you got those two. Probably a little bit of separation between these two. 21, 32. Okay, so we got the 2 buttons, and we'll call this a buy button. And we'll call this a cancel. Okay, so the buy button is going to be the more complicated thing. So on pressed. Let's go back to coding. All right, so on buy button pressed, we need to make sure that we have an item selected. So probably what we want to do is on the ready, let's just get access to this buy button, export var buy button. There's a button, and the first thing we want to say is buy button dot, what is it called when you can't click it? I forget the name of the setting. Human interface guidelines on both Apple and Android have conflicting numbers. If you think the smallest unit of a clickable size is 48 by 48, it will scale up to 1 HD easier and less to think about it. Ah, okay. Interesting. So 48 is the right size for the pixels, I guess? Disabled. Thank you, Alex. Disabled is equal to true, right? And then when you select something, on item selected, buy button dot disabled equals false. But also we could do a check to see if you have money. I don't even know how we're gonna find out if you have money. So basically, on buy button pressed, if item, right? Number one. Do we have shop items? Okay, so we need to get the selected item. So we need to store what's selected. Item selected. And that's not a variable, this is an item. And when we click on item selected equals item. It's not an inventory, it's an inventory item. It's not an item. I don't know what the difference is. I'd have to look that up. So if item, then we want to do some stuff here. So we need to find out if we have the cache. So we can go to GameState.player data.credits, right? So that's how many credits the player has. We can say, ooh, we need to get the shop item from this for the cost. Okay, so first thing for is item cost is inventory, what's it called? Shop items. And then we pass in item. Now, I should probably do a check to say if shop items dot has, and then the key is item selected. It's the wrong variable. What's item in this? Wait, what the heck? I don't know. Item selected. If shop item has item, expected condition, then we can go ahead and actually grab that. And we can check to see if the item, if the player credit is greater than the item cost. Right? I'm like doing pseudocode. There's a lot of if checks. I don't like this. If game state data player data credits is greater than item cost, then we can buy it, right? So those are all the checks. Buy product. Hey, you changed your name. Oh, you changed the color of your name. So here, this is where we can actually do the logic. It went purple. So we got if shop item dot has item, and the cost is if the credits are greater than the item cost, greater than or equal to, really. Which I have an idea for printing too many nested statements. I could probably, I don't know. You know what I'm thinking though? I don't actually have a way of giving this to the player. Like we can manipulate it directly. We can just say game state dot player data dot inventory dot add item selected. Invert the condition and switch to an early return. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. Match is Godot's switch case. Yeah, but I'm like doing 3 different separate. I'd have to have like the same amount of match cases. You know what I mean? I expected at least 2. Oh, we need the quantity. It's just 1. I love being a never nester. Yeah. I see this and I'm like, I don't know. Pretty sure this will work though. And I'm more concerned about that. Okay, so we're gonna add item of quantity 1. We don't even have the option to like have like a greater quantity. At the moment, it's always just gonna be 1. But that might change in the future. So I'm gonna create a variable. Item quantity to purchase. Let's just change it to quantity to purchase. And it's just an int, and we'll have it equal to 1 by default. And then if we can want to change that later, we can. Okay. Why is this giving me a warning? Item cost has no static type. It's an integer. Okay. Else, play a noise. Just return for now, I guess. That could be fine, I guess. I'm assuming this crashes if I don't play this in game now. Like if I press that button outside of the game, like if we're just running the isolated scene, then it probably crashes. Is that other project loaded? Oh, it is. Oh, sweet as. Okay, I can finally show you. Okay, so to recap, Bone Circuit, I believe it was you. Oh no, it was J6112 asked about 3D buttons. And I said, yeah, you can do that. You just need Area 3D. But actually, you know what? I made this project with a rigid body. So every button is a rigid body. Now, I don't know if this is good or bad. It's something. Buttons. Look, they're all just rigid bodies. And the reason for that is because I originally designed the interaction system around rigid bodies. Like you can pick up a mug or whatever. And so if you run this project, pure genius. If it runs, it will run. Okay, so if we run over to, so the original interaction system was set up for like picking up a mug. So like if you're in like a what do you call it? Like an immersive sim. I like immersive sims. So I was like trying to set up systems for that, but then I realized that there's too much for one person to make. So switch to 2D. But yeah, so like let's say you got a system that you can pick up an item like that. Hey, guess what? You can now create like a keypad, right? Now, I don't know what happened to the 1 button. It's still here, but it's not visible. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the password here. And you just have like a label 3D to show you that. Obviously, you set up a UI that looks a little bit nicer than this. And then when I press that big button here, it opens the door. So to answer your question, you can have UI in 3D space. And you would use a system, probably not rigid bodies. You could do it with Area 3Ds. Rigid bodies are nice because, actually, you know what? You would do it with Area 3D. I take that back because this particular character was set up with is it a raycast? Camera? Interaction detection, audio log detection. Okay, yeah, love it. Okay, it is an Area 3D, yeah. So you have an Area 3D on your camera, and when it collides with an object, you input is action pressed, audio logic interact, is action released, audio logic. So I obviously set this up for something else, but I'm like piggybacking off it. So basically on body entered, if body is interactable, then you set the body, you set the interactable variable, and then when you press the button, you test to see if it exists. That's essentially it. So you just have like an area on that. For me, it was rigid body. It can be an area 3D, it's fine. Whatever works, really. And then you just project that through the camera. Mine happens to be on a first-person shooter, but it could be on a mouse. It's fine. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's try to... Okay, so we're like right on the edge of this working, right? We've been writing a lot of code. I haven't tested this. So we've got the buy button, but we need to get this in the game now because, you know, it needs to be running within the game for us to be actually able to buy stuff, and have an inventory to add stuff to. And I don't even know, add item plus quantity. You probably need to do a check here to say, if items dot has item, or actually, will that just work? Actually, will items dot item just work even if you don't have the item plus quantity? I don't know. We'll just leave it at that. It's fine. Whatever. We don't have a way to remove items. Okay, let's get this shopping game. So let's go to the replicator. Now, the replicator is the thing that's controlling the interaction. Now, the question is, do you put the canvas layer on the replicator, or do you pass the object of the shop to the game state for it to display? Like, do we set up a node here called like temporary UI? Like we just do a control and then just like temp UI. You know, and then we pass that to this. It's option, because then it'll show up in the right order with the player user interface. Or do we just put it in the replicator? Just put a canvas layer here. Let's just test with that. It'd be way easier if it's part of this. You know what I mean? It's a lot. Goose Fat, welcome to the stream. Good morning. How are you feeling on this fine Wednesday? We're halfway through the week. So that's hidden by default, right? And then in the replicator, we need to get access to... Ooh, where'd it go? I'm lost. I got too many things open. Sorry. Where did my script go?
Sleepy, I just woke up.
Nice. Okay, so on play prompt. All right, so on interactable body entered, play prompt. And what we need to do is probably set up a variable, just shop ready, interact ready. It's a bool and it's equal to a false by default. And we'll just set that to when you enter the interactable area, interact true. And then when you exit it, interact false, right? And then in the input function, underscore input or init, input. We'll say interact, if interact ready, or you can say like, if not, then return. You're using time skip cheat codes in real life, mate. It's Tuesday for me. Yeah, it is Wednesday morning at 7:45 a.m. Goose Fat, 25 stream streak. Nice. That's crazy, dude. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. He still made it even though I switched to doing morning streams. Okay. So we've got if not input, okay, if input, if event, I should say, dot is action pressed, and then it's just up, right? Then we can get the shop dot show. There's a function, we row one for it, but this doesn't even exist yet, so pass. The mouse, we don't want the mouse to do anything yet, but like the mouse won't work with this. So what we want is the item shop. Let's just call it that. And this is, what do we call, did we classify the shop? Pass. Just a control node right now. We didn't.
Would you rather be an aeroplane or a cactus?
Would I rather be an airplane or a cactus? One is a living thing, the other is like a machine. So I suppose, let's be real, if you were like somehow sentient, an airplane's gonna last way longer than a cactus. How long does a cactus live for? A flying cactus? Hell yeah. Class name shop. That's fine, I guess. Doesn't need to be complicated. Okay, so then we can say shop, item shop dot shop items on shop show. Just call the function. Okay. And then that's it, really. That should get us to this. But oi, Teach, gonna catch you later. Gonna get some work done on my side. Good luck in getting through the code. Thank you. Okay, so now what we also need to do is connect the signal for cancel to probably, we can still just cancel it to the shop, and we can emit a signal to the parent. So we can do button pressed. Oh, we already did connect that, right? On buy, on item selected. I haven't connected that signal. There would be UI. Thanks for the show, bailing early. Back to my super shader work. Have fun, dude. All right. So now that we have that, we can, man, I can't read this shit. Have a signal at the top here. Shop. Interaction cancel. And we just emit that signal here. Right? And then on the shop, not on the shop, on the replicator, we can connect that signal. So item shop dot on cancel pressed. Huh. Is that what I called it? Shop interaction cancel? Oh, there's a function. Shop interaction cancel dot connect. And then we will just call, we'll create a function called hide shop. I guess you could just like put that in the shop code. Like it doesn't really need to be here. Does it? Do we need to, does it need to be here? Like, could it just be on the shop? Oh. I guess I'm not calling anything else in ready. Like on cancel press, we could just call hide, right? There's no other, there's nothing else to worry about. Okay, so that's, I mean, what else is there to do? We need money. Character needs money to spend, so we can just manipulate that. Or we can go like farm some cash. The items aren't expensive, so it really shouldn't be too much effort. Yeah, okay, so now we're into the testing phase. This is where it gets tricky. Create a new... Okay, button disable equals true. Oh, okay, into pull an object. I haven't set variables. Always forgetting to set variables. Buy button, buy button. And I think as well in the replicator, I did not set the shop. Try again. Property key map. Okay, so an interesting bug that I have in my project, it's relatively simple, is that if the game crashes on you, the profile is corrupted. So
You
like
forgot
you can't.
to set variable meow.
Always forgetting to set variable. Yep. Okay. Moment of truth. Sometimes you need a boost. Okay, so... Okay. I did need the money. Okay. But okay, let's... First of all, we need to work out... We don't have anything in our inventory, is that correct? We do have inventory. Or did I clear it? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, so we're getting errors. The method emit is not present on the inferred type variant. Okay, so build inventory. Cannot convert one argument from dictionary to object. Add item. Okay. That seems to be the error. Dictionary, so we're passing in an item. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused actually, because I thought the player did have like an inventory. Player data. Yeah, so it's got two items in its inventory, so there's already like a bug happening here because we do have things in our inventory, for sure. So that's weird. And then obviously we have this on inventory updated, callable VBox container, build inventory, cannot convert argument 1 from dictionary. So GD9, we're emitting the dictionary item, but on inventory updated is going to the game state, to the in-game menu to tell it to change the layout of the inventory menu. And it's obviously expecting something else. So we're making it that far, which is good. Signal updated build inventory. That function, okay, inventory equals inventory. Wait, that is a just... Oh. So, what about the quantity? It wants the entire object, which is fine. We can pass that rather than the dictionary itself. So we pass itself, like this. That's fine. Probably a little bit overkill, but that will work. It says buy. I don't have money, so like I don't understand. Yeah, okay. There's obviously some issues here. Okay. It still says I just have one. So there's something going on here. Shop interaction cancelled is declared but never ever explicitly used. Yes, I know. So the question is, okay, so this, I'm not getting any feedback, right? So I don't know if I'm ever reaching this game state player data add item. And also the fact that I'm shooting when I click is kind of annoying me. So let's fix that because that's not how the game works. Left mouse button. Clear. So are we actually trying to add inventory? We were triggering the signal before, so I assumed yes, but it's not getting to that actually. So let's get some cash. Okay. Here we go. Game state player inventory. Breakpoint. Item costs 5 and we can afford it, so we can go to add item. Theoretically, we've bought one. The quantity has changed. So I'd say it's working. We have 3 now. So I can just like farm up some more cash. We're not, okay, so that's the one thing I don't know why I didn't think to do this. I'm not changing the amount of money I have. So yeah, I can just buy these continuously. Good stream.
Chaff. Unfortunately, I moves bid you good night.
That's okay. Sleep well. I need to end soon because I've got to go to work. So yeah, I should just be able to buy indefinitely. I'm pretty sure I should still be able to click that. Yeah, okay, I have 20. See you later, dude. Have a good day. Okay, so we can buy stuff. We just need to like put some limits. Like we need to subtract. Probably create a function for the... so for the money, I think it would be most wise to actually put that function within the player data. So that we're not just like subtracting money from it arbitrarily in different scripts. We actually just call a function on that. It happens in one place. So if we ever get confused, we can go back to that. So we can check the money, that's fine. Like the credits, data credits, player data. Let's go here. Is this player data? No, this is game state. Me player data. Yeah, so this is where we're checking our health and stuff like that. So we can also do like a get credits function that returns an int, and then we could return credits, and then that's not quite right. We could spend credits. It's probably fine, and then it'll take an amount. And it's an integer void, and then we will just say that you need to subtract from, it should never really be more than 0, right? You shouldn't have negative credits. So we can say that we put a floor on this, so we can say probably credits equals credits floor.
Chicken nugget square forklift.
No, that's not right. Min. Right. Max, I should say. Credits minus amount. And then the other argument is 0. It can't be below 0. It always has to be greater than 0. Although, to be fair, this function would allow you to like pass in like say if you only had 10 credits and the amount that you are spending is 100, it's not going to reject that. Although I expect that the credit amount is checked somewhere else. I suppose like we could say check credit spend. And you have an amount which you're going to spend, right? And this actually returns a bool. Mr. Sparkle, I'm streaming late, I'm streaming early. I've changed my time. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How's it going? Yeah, so I changed my schedule. So now I will stream at 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time until 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Saturday will be a longer stream because obviously I don't have to go to work. But I don't know how long for. It's just going to be an amount of time, you know? And it the whole reason for the change is so that I can just be more consistent with my schedule. So I should be able to be more consistent about when I'm live because there's nothing else happening at this time of the day. Or rarely. You know what I mean? You'll be able to catch more streams? Yeah, you should be able to. If you're a North American, then I think it would probably work best. And I suppose Europe is a little bit more funny. Like the time is not as... it's a 9-hour difference, so it's not as good. I think it's later for them. So the Europeans suffer a little bit. What time is it in Europe? What time is it in Rome? It is, yeah, it's 11 p.m. It's late as fuck there. Okay, so we can say return. Oh god, can't type. The credits is greater than or equal to spend. Right? So if credits is less than the spend, it's going to return false. But if it's the same or if it's greater, it's going to return 2. So you can actually spend the money. So we've got like a function here that we can actually use before we actually call spend credits. So now we might be able to go back to the player. My voice is funny. My voice? I'm a little bit nasally in the morning, I've noticed. I don't know how to fix that. It's been like that my entire life. I probably have something... My voicemail. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's one of those things that you can have when you're a kid. As an adult, I don't think I could do that because people would be like, what the hell? We need to go back to the shop. So on the shop, now we're doing this check. So we're going to change this. So if not item selected, then return, obviously. If shop item has... If shop item has item, return. If not, I should say. Just invert all of these so that we can have a little bit of a neater tree. And then we can put our logic here because it's safe to do. Okay. And then we can want to say, I'm going to call it a wallet is equal to, and this is just, it's literally an int. Well, no, not really. Actually, we do want to keep the player data, which is player data. And that's going to be equal to gamestate.playerData. Okay, and then basically what we're going to say is if player data dot check credits amount item cost, then we can add item, so that's fine. Then we can say player data. Oh, we don't have to do that. We can just go play. Going all over the place. Player data.inventory. Brother Earl's already starting. Then we can call spend credits, right? And pass in the item cost. There we go. So now the logic is all on the player data side, so we don't have to worry about changing that in a million different places if we change the way money works. Should be pretty easy. Okay, so let's get this tested so I can go to work. So we've got the check credit, spend credit, yada yada yada. We don't have any way, we're not displaying the player data, the credits anywhere. We probably need to do that. We can add that to the list of things to do. But in theory now, you shouldn't be able to buy stuff if you don't have the money for it, because we're taking away your money. I would probably need to add some feedback as well. So let's get some cash. We got 18, and let's check our inventory. We currently have 2 sodas, so we can select, hit buy. Now we have 5 sodas. I don't know how much money we have. Can we buy more sodas? Is it working? I don't have any feedback visually. It's not changing, so I'd say that's it. How much money did we have before? Oh yeah, we've subtracted the money. Okay, it's working. We just need to set up the visuals. So ideally, we need to change the inventory. We need to change this menu to show how much money we have, right? First of all. And then also with this, we need to, number one, probably hold the player in place, because right now you can still run, which is probably not what you want. We're going to want to be able to select things with the keys, right? So when you press up and down, you should be able to change your selections, because this is going to be like a controller focus game. So we need to work on that. And we also need to set up some money so you can see actually how much money you have in this screen. And then finally, we actually need to, now that we can buy inventory items, we need to be able to use said items. You're never going to be able to afford reliquify. It's going to be an expensive item. Okay. That was productive. Let's get back to the replicator shop one real quick. Now, if you interact and edit, we're going to say item shop.hide. Okay. And yeah, we need to like stop the player from being able to move when you click that. And the other thing we need to do as well, so what we want, say I get some cash, right? Let's get our money up. So I'm assuming the quantity is going to be, say, 2, right? So if I buy as many as I can, so I've got 6. If I save, I'm actually going to lose all of those items. So I save the game. Oh, I still have 6. Okay, so but if I reset the game, right? I'm fairly certain there's no saving for the inventory items at the moment. Yeah, we're back down to 2. So we also need to set up the data for that, because these are just like items that I've set up as starting items. But we will need to do that as well. So protect the data. All right, guys, I am going to have to leave you, but I'll be back on Saturday for the weekend stream. What should we do? We should raid, right? Where are we heading? Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Godot. What have we got? Just Convino? Covino? Multiple hazards? Multiplayer lobby? Dino Cries? Oh, Dino Cries! I've seen him. Scheduled to stream in 18 minutes. Stream has been up for 8 hours. That's kind of a long time. Labs tutorial, Rune K, Obsidian. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, just go to this guy. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all next time.